Nani, what a way to mark your return. Your first Arsenal goal, your first Champions League goal too. How good does it feel to be back?
Yeah, no, first of all, I just want to thank my Lord and Saviour, Jesus Christ. And yeah, it's just amazing, to be fair. First goal, couldn't have picked a better game, to be fair. It's always difficult, you know, as an attacker, you want to hit the ground running straight away. Sometimes you got to wait, but it was perfect. I'm so happy that the team got the win as well.
3-1 against Bayern Munich, a team that Arsenal have historically struggled against. How big of a statement was that?
Yeah, it's an incredible statement. But we know the work that we put in every single day. We're so together, and we go into these type of games now with a real confidence that we're going to get the job done, and that's exactly what we did today. So we're really satisfied. But of course, we got another big one on Sunday. So.
Absolutely. Look, there were some unfair comments when you signed for Arsenal this summer. How much more determined did that make you to prove yourself here at Arsenal?
Yeah, it was a little factor for sure, of course. I'm a confident player, so I don't really like anyone telling me that I can't do something. But it's really my teammates and the staff and how they've taken to me and the belief that they have in me. That's really the real reason why I want to, you know, do my thing here and give back and play really well and help us win trophies, which is what we're all trying to do. So,
as you say, it's your old club Chelsea next. They've just beat Barcelona. You've just beaten Bayern Munich. What sort of game have we got to look forward to in the Premier League this weekend?
Thank my Lord and Saviour, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see on Sunday. Obviously, first versus second. They got a top team. We're a top team. So yeah, I think it's going to be a good game and. God willing, we get the result that we all want.
Moments like this probably don't come along in people's careers that often. Do you really just have to take them in?
Yeah, definitely. I think if you look at Bayern Munich this season, they've been the best team in Europe. And the games they've won tell you that. So we knew tonight what type of game we was in for. Probably the toughest game tactically we've played all season, to be honest with you. The way they move, the way they drag you around, it takes a lot of communication and a lot of thinking.
Some crazy rotations from them, isn't
It's
it?
incredible. The way they work it is so good, and it's top tier. But
is that why you guys almost sat off them a little bit in the first half?
Yeah, when they drop you deep, it's so hard to pick up references across the pitch. You know, it's so hard to get up to a man because they're just rotating constantly. So it's about staying zonal and waiting for the opportunity to pounce. And I think second half we've done that much better. We got our references right. We really went man to man with them. And yeah, it was an all-round great performance because it is Bayern Munich. You know, they've been unbelievable this year, and I thought tonight we was outstanding.
Declan, just talk to me about Supermendy, because I was saying there that you were running free in that game, galloping all over the pitch. It's just like someone's lifted the chains off you to say, right. And is it Supermendy that is giving you that licence to, because it was just there?
Yeah, I think, it's been so easy to play with him. We obviously only signed him in the summer, and usually to build a connection with a player takes a while. But from the first moment we had with each other in pre-season, I could just tell that I was going to play some good football with him. I just really liked him as a person, as a player, and I think as the games have gone on, our understanding of each other has been outstanding, and he's just such a nice guy.
Because at the foot of the defence, you know, that platform, he navigates with his passing, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So well, and then I can stay high, Eze can stay high, because we trust this fella to make the passes.
He's Spain's number 6, and you know what Spanish number 6s are like. They're the best at, you know, first phase build-up, turning on the ball, playing forward, playing into pockets, and that's exactly what we've got with him. We all trust him with the ball. If there's a player up his side, it's just easy to give him the ball, and you all feel so confident with him. So he's been so good for us. Unbelievable player.
Dick, it must be so reassuring to know that any changes that get made, there's no drop-off, is there?
That's down to the manager. It's down to the way we work every single day, and the players all believing in exactly what he does. And like you said, every game requires something different. You know, Chelsea on the weekend will be a completely different game to tonight, and it's going to require, you know, a different game tactically. But like you said, every player knows their role and what to do, and I think that's the main thing.
Declan, can I ask you honestly, where'd you get these set pieces from? Because to be fair, I thought it was a really tight game in the first half. The set pieces that you kind of pushed Bayern in, they couldn't get out.
Yeah.
Those consistent corners, and then just felt like that changed the game. And then you guys got a foothold in the game, and everybody started to play. But your corners are when did you practice all them?
I think the delivery is a big part of it. I think obviously to score the goal you need a top delivery. I think how many corners do you see that hit the first man or you know only hit the second man? It's about repetition. We don't actually get to work on it a lot, and I'm being totally honest, just because of the game schedule and how much we actually focus on the opposition. But I think it's a thing we've built in for a while now. We know what we have to do. We know our routine, and it's a great way to open up a game, especially against Bayern, who are really tough to play against. Obviously, people are going to say what they have to say about us and set pieces, but it's a great strength to have, and yeah, we're going to hopefully keep scoring.
But you don't even have to just score from set pieces like you showed tonight and like you showed at the weekend against Spurs. Have you spoken to the manager yet? What's he said to you guys in the changing room? Because that was a big night for him as well.
He's so happy, incredible. He just spoke about the importance of communication before the game because of how much they move and rotate. That can really put you off as a player because it has to be constant communication with man-to-man game, and especially when you've got Harry Kane dropping from striker all the way to the edge of the box. Is your centre-half prepared to go the whole way with him? So there's so many different things, and he spoke about the power of communication, and tonight I think everyone was on it. You could feel it. There was something in the stomach, everyone was bang up for it, and it was another special European night.
Does it feel different as a team? I asked Martin about the mentality that we think we can see from Arsenal, where there's so much belief in this side. Does it feel different from last season, the season before? Yeah, definitely. I think so. I think there's a lot more leaders in the team now. I think there's a lot of players who've been here for quite a while and know what it takes to play for this club, and obviously been in a lot of title races, and obviously that hurts, that feeling of always not being able to get over the line. And we know how important it is every single game. We're just taking it one game at a time, but the mentality's been different this year. There's a hunger and desire in us to want to win every game, and we can do that if we're at our best. Great watch. What pleased you the most about that win?
Probably the overall performance and the way we dominated the game, the way we had to adapt to what they do, to their quality. They are a super well coached team, and yeah, it's not a coincidence they didn't lose before today. So we have to raise the standards. We knew that this game was going to require a different dimension of performances, and I think individually we were exceptional.
Bayern historically have been a team Arsenal have struggled against. So a win like this tonight, does it just go to show even more so the progress that you're making as a team?
Hopefully, yes, and it will bring more confidence and more trust to the players. And we made changes, and whoever it is, with all the injuries that we still have, perform in an incredible way. So yeah, I'm so pleased. I know the difficulty of the match that we played and how much they demand in its actions, and I thought we were excellent.
Your first goal came from a corner, and Bayern Munich looked uncomfortable pretty much with every set piece that you took. How on earth do you keep making it so difficult for teams?
Well, in every phase of play as well, we score from a set situation, we score on the counter after a regain. So that's the variability that the team needs from every situation to be a danger, to be very efficient, and we haven't done today.
Both Madueke and Martinelli back from injury, back on the score sheet, and also great to see Odegaard back on the pitch as well. Just how important is it to have those players back for this run that you're about to go on?
Well, very important, because we had an issue with Leo and we had to take him off, but Noni was ready, Gavi as well. We wanted to manage his minutes. He came on and he showed again his energy, his quality, so the impact that the players are showing, it's remarkable.
Arsenal have never won the Champions League, but the way you're playing, the form you're in, the momentum that you've got at the moment, does this feel like your year?
I don't know. We're still so far. We have a really good record so far. We have to continue, enjoy tonight, because tomorrow we have to start to prepare to go to Stamford Bridge.
Bayern wanted tonight. How did you find it out there?
Yeah, tough game, kind of what we expected. A good battle, I thought, in the first half was fairly even, and the draw was probably the fair result. And then second half, we just don't quite have the same intensity, the same energy. We lost too many duels, and in the end, Arsenal, punished us for that. So one to learn from for sure. We're playing against a really good side, our first loss of the season. So yeah, we don't want to panic too much about it, but for sure we can learn about it.
How different were this Arsenal side to the one you faced before?
Yeah, they're a good team. There's a reason why they've won every game in the Champions League and why they're top of the Premier League. They've got good structure. They win, first, second balls, and then obviously set pieces. We knew they was going to be dangerous. So yeah, they've got a good squad. We'll see. I'm sure we'll see them again later stages of the Champions League, and we look forward to that one.
What did the manager ask of you tonight? Because at times you were dropping really deep. Yeah,
the same as pretty much every game this season, to try and move them out of position, try and drag them out, and use runners in behind to exploit the space. credit to them. They defended it well. They defended man for man pretty much all over the pitch. And then, like I said, in that second half especially, we just didn't quite come out with the ball enough in those moments and got punished for it.
The perfect record in the Champions League for Bayern is now gone, but it's a competition you're so desperate to win as a player and as a team as well. So how much can you read into a result like this?
Yeah, like I touched on earlier, I don't think it's time to panic. I think you can learn from it for sure. But look, we played Chelsea, we played PSG away, we played Arsenal away. We've had a lot of tough games in the Champions League so far. We've won the majority of them. We have 3 games now left that, on paper, if we reach our level, we should be able to win. And like I said, I'm sure we'll come against some tough teams later on in the stages come, March time.
Although you didn't score tonight, you're having a phenomenal season, 29 goals for club and country. In a World Cup year, how important is it for you to just keep that form going right the way through the season?
Yeah, I think it's important for sure. I think as a striker, you want to be scoring goals, you want to be affecting games and helping the team. And whenever there's a World Cup at the end of the season, you've always got one eye on that. And ultimately, even though it's a long way away, it's just about staying fit, staying as fresh as possible. We have a few more games now before we get a break, so just trying to, grind it out until then.
Vincent, just talk us through how you saw the game from a Bayern perspective tonight.
We played against a very good Arsenal team today, so well done to them. The first half was I felt like once we got past, I think we started the game well enough, but then they had a bit of momentum with the set pieces. And once we got past that moment, I felt like we were growing in the first half. Probably at half-time, I thought that continuing that way would give us a win. But and then in the second half, we didn't come out at all. So we sort of let ourselves a little bit down in the second half in comparison to what we used to, the standards and everything. And I felt we exposed ourselves a little bit too easily for them, to just actually win the games on good basics. They've got quality as well. We've got to recognise they've got a very, very strong bench. So as and when they are making the subs, they're not really losing much or anything at all. And we just, I'd love to play them again as soon as possible. We'll have to wait a little bit and hopefully in the latter stages with a good amount of learning from this game.
What would you do differently if you were to play them again?
Well, first of all, I'd have a home game as well in there. But no, credit to them. We'll see. They're a good team. They'll be a good team until the end of the season. I think for us, it's been a good run. We've given ourselves the right to sort of go into this game and sort of approach this game with a lot of belief. But we'll have to react. Big teams react, so that's what we have to do on Saturday. And this game will be done, and we'll do the analysis and use it as something. I hope this game will help us in March, and that's important.
For a lot of English football fans, it may have been their first time seeing Lennart Karl play tonight. He's just 17 years old. Just how good can he be?
Yeah, we missed Lucho Diaz today. We had Jamal Musiala not there, Alphonso Davies, and Serge Gnabry was coming back from an injury. So we've really needed him, and we've benefited from him sort of popping up out of the academy and sort of giving us A-star performances straight away. It's helped us a lot this season.